Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tea Time Tuesday. We're so excited that you are joining with us here at the Renewal Center. It's a beautiful day. I hope you've enjoyed that beautiful music. It's really bringing us into a wonderful time of building resilience, of pause and reset. We want you to go ahead and invite a friend, invite your colleagues, and invite your family members to join us today as we set sail for a new time of building resilience. A new time of reset again, and a new time of stopping and pausing at 12 noon today. We're excited. We are streaming live over there on the YouTube channel. And if you have not taken the time to subscribe, we ask that you would subscribe. Invite others to like and subscribe to the Renewal Center page on YouTube. And you'll be able to even go back and watch some of the old episodes even over there. So we're really excited about it. And before we get ready for our tea time renewal practices today, we want to acknowledge the fact that this is Mental Health Awareness Month. And we have been really celebrating that during the whole month of May. This is our time to foster supportive conversations and information and raise awareness on taking care of our mental health. You know, it's so very important. It is our foundation, from day to day to have great mental clarity. And so this is our month, Mental Health Awareness Month. Share as many information as you can with others about bringing great conversations and raising awareness on healthy mental health. So we're excited about that. And as we get ready for our time here at Tea Time Tuesday, of course, we got to talk about the tea of the week. So our tea of the week is honey tea. I love honey tea. I hope you like honey tea. Well, just about everyone likes a little bit of honey. Don't you hope? I hear you back there.
Yes, absolutely.
And so honey tea is very simple. It's really just honey, ginger, and some lemon. And then, of course, you can steep it in with some whatever type of tea you like, white tea, green tea, black tea, oolong tea. It's a very soothing tea that you can make, and it's really good when it's hot. And so very simple. Our tea of the week here at the Renewal Center is honey tea. So we're excited about that. And go ahead while we're doing this and put your tea of choice or your drink of choice in the chat today so we can share in community. And I'm excited about the tea that I have. Actually, it is honey and ginger tea. So I tried to stay in line with the kind of tea that we're having today. So we ask that you go ahead and like and share the broadcast this morning. Invite your friends to come on. Join us for a wonderful time of being renewed, actually, on a Tuesday afternoon, because our tea time is really for all of us to get together, to build resilience together, and to stop and find some principles and some practices that's going to help us. And we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. But before we do, we're going to locate ourselves. Hello, Living in Faith Every Day. She has raspberry hibiscus tea. That sounds good. That sounds really, really good. Thank you for sharing that. And good afternoon to you too. Who else is out there? If you guys can put something in the chat. Yes, from the Renewal Center.
Yes.
Congratulations to all the graduates during this month. That's right. We got a lot of people graduating. A lot of students are graduating from high school, a lot of college graduates. Congratulations to all of you from us at the Renewal Center for all of your hard work and your dedication. And it's just your journey. We celebrate that with you as you put your cap and gown on and walk across the stage and get your accolades, and your achievement matters to us here at the Renewal Center. So we're really excited about that. And so if you know of any graduates, congratulate them. This is a paramount time for them in their lives. And so we're all excited about that. And so if you have your tea or your tea of choice or your drink of choice that you want to share with us, go right ahead. Put it in the chat. We would like to share it with our Tea Time community today. And so while we're doing that, let's locate ourselves. Let's take time to just calm ourselves down. Take in some deep breaths. Calm our shoulders. We're in day 2 of the week. Well, actually day 3, today is Tuesday, but this is our second day of the work week pretty much. So we want to definitely just take a moment and calm ourselves down. We're going to put that back up there for us to just take a moment to relax ourselves and bring ourselves to a place of calm. That was really nice. I don't know if you guys noticed on the Locate Yourself video, there's a heart there. As I was sitting there looking at it, I said, wow, this is our time. So when we do our locating yourself, this is our own time to just pull back into ourselves just for these few seconds of just relaxation. So we're going to go ahead into our time today. Welcome everyone to Tea Time, those that are coming in, and Hope is going to take us into our Tea Time Tuesday renewal practices.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Tea Time. Good afternoon, Carmela. It's
Good
good to see your
afternoon.
face over there at the Renewal Center,
Thank
a
you.
place of hospitality and warmth. We're just so glad to have you on this afternoon, everybody, and glad that you joined us, our Tea Time community. Renita's having water, lemon water, which is my favorite.
Mhm.
It's my staple every day. I have my pitcher of lemon water. So refreshing. Good afternoon, Michelle. Good afternoon. And good afternoon, Chanel. Nicole from previously. I'm sorry. Good afternoon, Nicole. And good afternoon, Chanel. Sorry for that. Thank you all so much for joining us here on Tea Time this afternoon. And just excited that just to share some renewal center practices this afternoon. As Carmela, as we opened up, she stated that this month is actually Mental Health Awareness Month. Carmela, I'm having a technical issue right now. If you can just take over for one moment and let me fix this, I'll
Yeah,
be right.
absolutely.
All right, be
Hope,
right.
Hope was sharing with us that this is National Mental Health Awareness Month. And during this month, it's a good time to find some things that we can do to foster positive dialogue, even conversations around mental health awareness, to bring forth some information and some resources on taking care of ourselves, taking care of our mental health. And so we're excited about that. And we're going to kick off today with some renewal practices to continue on with that. So while you are actually doing that, let's take a minute and check in, do a little brief check in. How are you doing? How is everyone doing on this Tuesday afternoon? Go ahead and put in the chat, maybe put one word that describes how you're doing. And we want to share in our community. We want to cross pollinate, as we always say sometimes. We want to be able to share with one another how we're doing, because actually mental health awareness, checking in, is a part of building ourselves and raising awareness. So let's do a check-in today. I'm going to say today I'm coasting. I'm coasting. And when I say I'm coasting, excuse me, I'm in a place of just getting myself peaceful and looking forward for the day. I got up and ready for the day, kind of coasting through the day, looking through my calendar, seeing what I have to do so that I can, kind of pace myself. So I'm pacing myself today. I'm coasting a little bit. How are you guys doing? Put an adjective in the word, a word in the chat. It's easy. We always take the time to share with one another. We have been doing Tea Time Tuesday for some time now, and we've learned a lot of renewal practices that can help us foster growth, foster well-being, build resilience. And part of building resilience is sharing with others in community. So I don't see anything in the chat out there. How are you guys doing today? Is there something that positive that you could share with someone else? Actually, I want to share something. This morning when I got up, I found some really wonderful quotes that I just took upon. And as I was walking this morning, I was pondering over those quotes that were positive. There were positive affirmations that helped me. There were positive affirmations that kind of set the tone of the day for me. And as I was doing my walk, I was thinking about them, and they were encouraging me, because a lot of us may face roadblocks throughout the week, or we may be tasked to do some things, and we might need some encouragement sometime. I'm going to go to the chat, and I see some things coming in. Hello to our executive director, Patrick Brown, out there. I see him. He's hashtagging mental health awareness. Renita has said that she is feeling like she's persevering. Thank you for that word. Dr. Paul Brown, hello, Dad. Slow and steady. Patrick is reflective and recalibrating. These are some good responses. San Cornette Coleman, she's renewed. And Nicole Pinnell, she's adjusting. And Chanel is productive. These are great things that we're sharing. I'm sure that how you're feeling and how you're sharing is going to actually segue what we're going to talk about today during Tea Time Tuesday. And so Hope is ready. She's back.
Yes.
And thank you all, Tea Time, for sharing how you're feeling today.
All right. Just had a few technical issues going on in the area, so I had to adjust. But thank you all so much. Thank you, Carmela. I thank you for opening up, because that is what we're going to be talking about today. And I'm just glad that you opened up with that and brought that forward. Some things that we're going to talk about, we already know, but being that this is Mental Health Awareness Month, we want to be reminded. It's good that we have those reminders sometimes of, being aware of our mental health and how important mental health is. And so I just want to share just a few things that will be able to help out with our Tea Time community this afternoon. I see different people are on. Thank you so much for joining. I know that you read some comments. Thank you all for coming in this afternoon and expressing and being reflective. I saw that as same here. I was reflective this morning. Okay, adjusting. All right. Thank you so much, Carmela, for reading these wonderful comments that come in for our Tea Time community this afternoon. All right. And so that we're talking about mental health awareness. And I just want to share a few things again regarding that, just to help us to have and maintain healthy or good mental health. As we know, there's certain things that we can do as participants of our own mental health. The first thing is being aware. Being aware of our mental health is the first thing that we can do, to help to be interactive with our own mental health, besides if we need to talk to people or the extra people that are involved. But as far as what we can do, there is something and plenty of things that we can do regarding our mental health and being aware of our mental health and how we navigate our mental health daily. There's so many things that go on throughout the day. Life can come with different trials or tribulations, different journeys. Things change and switch up just so quick, Carmela. And so it's just important that we understand and know and embrace that, because those things can affect our mental health. Now, I'm not a mental health professional, but I was able to take some different things to make myself aware, and some classes and things to be aware for my own healthy well-being, and to be able to share this information with friends and family. And so the first thing, as we understand regarding mental health, is how are we navigating? Where are we at right now in this moment? And I'm glad that everyone was able to share where they are right now in this moment. And so what I want to talk about is how we start our day. And I realized that how we start our day is important to our mental health. It's important to how we're going to navigate through the rest of the day. So being that we're tea time community, starting our day could be with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, like some people like coffee. For me, I start my day, I found, and I just actually started doing this as far as beyond just journaling. I've started my day with like a different type of a drink, like a different drink other than coffee. So I have a regimen where I'm like creating my own fresh drinks in the morning, so to get my day going. If I don't have time, then sometimes I'll go out and get it. But even in such, how are we starting off our day? It's important about how we start off our morning, how we navigate through our day. For me, again, you can start off again with a drink, a tea or coffee, something relaxing. And depending on how you do your job, you can take the time to journal. Sometimes just sitting in complete silence. So, Carmela, do you have any feedback about the importance of how we start our day and that helping us to navigate is having a mental health, good, healthy mental, stability as far as, our mindset and starting the day off?
Hmm. And I might make this remark too. I am not a mental health professional, so
Yeah.
but also I just would like to share that for me, some great tips that help is, for me is waking up in the morning. And sometimes I have to regroup now, I'm telling you, because you go to, you get up in the morning, you have to remind yourself, there's some things that come in your mind, and you have to remind yourself, okay, let's find something that's positive that's going to help me. I have been putting by my bedside, there's it's like a flip chart of positive affirmations that and verses also that are right on the side of my bed. So when I get up, I could just turn and look at it. And one of the things that I have noticed lately is, the sun always rises at the window right by my bed. So I'm always drawing the curtains back, bringing in some natural lighting. And I actually have started making a habit to go to the porch in the mornings now that the weather is better. And, when I can't, I'll just do my devotions on the porch or just go sit in that chair and just kind of get myself together, collect myself so I could get ready for the day. So that's, I think that's some new things that I'm incorporating now, to help kick off the morning in a positive way. Before I get my tea, before I, do all the other stuff, I try to go outside and sit on the porch. That helps me in the morning.
That's good. And that's great. And I think I'm glad that you shared that because it's really important how we start our day. And
Mm-hmm.
how we start our day kind of like sets the tone sometimes for the rest of the day. And one of the things is being, having a good mental perspective. Now, sometimes, like you said, we wake up and we have to navigate. That's why I kind of, for me, I reflect for a little while and
Mm-hmm.
I navigate through kind of like maybe some things that are on my mind and my perspective and how to navigate and move forward. Sometimes I reflect on the day before and tell myself this is a new day, this is a new
Yeah.
start, and
Like,
embrace the newness of the day and embrace the moment of the day. So I concur with you on that. Then I get my coffee or my tea or whatever that I'm having that morning. But reflection is big as well. And in that time of reflection, I have, when I'm working through those moments, I want to talk about gratitude. And
mm-hmm.
so sometimes I don't do it every day, but when needed, if I had like maybe a rough day before that, I'll pull out my journal and I'll begin to talk about gratitude and begin to write the things that I'm grateful for. I begin to write one or two things, sometimes three things that I'm grateful for to help me navigate through to start off my day if I've had a, you know, like pressing day the day before. And so for me, it's needed sometimes because, interaction, work, and things like that may took place the day before. So this is what I go to so I can, what I would say, maintain a healthy, mindset, a healthy view and perspective. I go ahead and I write in my journal, write about the day before, and then I write one or two things that I'm actually grateful for on the
Mm-hmm.
days that were challenging before to kind of push me back into that place of
Mhm.
rerouting my thoughts in a more positive way. So how are you guys when you go ahead, tea time, and chime in? Question is, how do you navigate? What's your regimen for starting off in the morning? And if you don't have one, are you looking to wanting to create something that you can do to help you start off your day? And sometimes it may require you might need to get up a little bit earlier, but it's definitely worth it because it's going to kind of set the tone for the remainder of the day. So I'm looking forward to you all chiming in here. Charlisa, good afternoon. Charlisa, good afternoon to you and our Tea Time community. Welcome so much. We're glad that you're on this afternoon. And so, first thing that we talked about, and today we're talking about, again, we're not mental health professionals, but we're just talking about some things that we can do as a community and share to make sure that we try to keep a healthy mindset. And some of these things, again, we've heard in past, and sometimes things kind of need to be said again to remind us so that we can continue to move forward in a positive way. So the first thing is how we start our day.
Mhm.
Sometimes on what we're taking in coffee. If we're reflecting, for Carmela, she's sitting on on her porch. That I love sitting on a porch. I grew up where we had that. I grew up in a house where it was a porch, and so it was always comforting, even younger, to just go sit on the porch in
Mhm.
the mornings, and
Mhm.
it was quiet. So those are great times to reflect. So that was the first thing that we talked about. Then I talked a little bit about creating just keeping a good mindset, maybe journal about something positive, journal about the things that you're grateful for, taking time to kind of navigate. Maybe if you had a stressful time or something, maybe you want to write about it, as well. It's good to express ourselves as well and write about maybe what we experience if you're a person who likes to write and likes to journal as myself. I see a few comments that are coming in. Prayer, coffee, jam. All right, Nicole, that sounds like a plan. Thank you so much for sharing, Nicole. If you can take the next one, Carmela.
Okay. Patrick is saying a walk in the woods with no technology. That sounds just like him.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. All right. And living in faith every day. The
Okay.
first oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. The first thing I do is posture my heart with gratitude and thanksgiving for a brand new day. I often listen for the birds and their new song. I need quiet time for a moment as well.
Absolutely. Thank
Mhm.
you so much. Living in faith every day. Thank you so much for sharing that. And that is a great pointer. We can make sure you have your tea time journal and take down some of these things that we're talking about today and see what will be beneficial to add to your life as well. So we talked about just having that gratitude, talked about how we starting our day to maintain a mental awareness for ourselves. And how about, just our sleep patterns, how we sleep, and things of that nature. And I will admit, I have been working on that and it is getting better. So I realized that in order for me to have, and there's so many studies out there, the importance of sleep and how it's related to our body kind of recalibrating and being refreshed and being renewed so that when we're entering to the next day, we've had adequate amount of rest. And so, with that, rest is so important. Maybe going to bed at night. Patrick has also, I remember him stating, kind of turn off the electrical devices maybe 30 minutes or hour before bedtime. Just kind of shut that down. And that's including like a TV. And I have now that part I have been doing as far as I may be texting or something, but as far as the TV, and I've just shut that down. Like just shut it down, and I've gained so much more peace and so much more relaxation. What do you say, Carmela, about the
Mhm.
importance of sleep, in conjunction with maintaining good mental health?
Well, I agree. I agree totally. And I speak transparently. I mean, sometimes we go through a lot of different things and we have a hard time shutting it down at night. And sometimes when we don't shut it down at night, it goes over to the next day. And then you're just not getting the adequate sleep that's important, that we need. And so, yeah, I'm glad that you're sharing this because that affects our mood, that affects how we, navigate through the next day, or just our concentration and things like that. So I speak for myself that, yeah, it's really important for us to get a good night's rest. I'm talking to me. I'm talking to me. And yeah, making a habit of, really a commitment to put the phone away, that light, or to put any technology away. I don't have a TV in my bedroom, but that doesn't stop me from bringing that laptop in there. So I have to leave that in the office and put the phone away and learn to shut down things at a certain time. Said that's it, no technology, so that I can give myself time to wind down and get some good rest.
Okay.
So I think we're all working on that piece.
Yes, I am transparent. I'm working on it. I have seen improvements, but I also
Mhm.
know that it's good, for just my mental health as well.
Mhm.
I just want to share a quote with everyone, and it's by Martin Luther King Jr. And it says, "You don't have to see the whole staircase; just take the first step." And so this is good for, and this stuck out to me of the many quotes that is from Martin Luther King, and just for this, it allows me to think of something that I want to improve in, or something that I want to do, and how I'm going to move forward in it. Okay, and the steps that I'm going to take to move in the right direction. And so even with this is a part of having a good mental health, because it takes you out of that place of maybe of stagnation.
Mhm.
Maybe you have to move forward with that new idea and sit and meditate, or just think about, how am I going to move forward in this good thing, this positive thing that I want to do. It could be anything. It could be a new recipe. It could be a new business venture, anything like that that will just ignite us. And so again, we just want to make sure that we are taking the steps, and that we are beginning to just take that step to move forward. That quote says, that you don't have to see the whole staircase, meaning that I may not see the finished work, but I'm taking a step towards the finished work. And the
Mhm.
more steps that I take more steps that I take, the closer I'm getting to that place where I can see the finished results. But it starts with taking a first step mentally. Well, how am I speaking to myself? What am I saying concerning myself and the things that I want to do and accomplish? And so that was encouraging for me, because sometimes we want to see that first thing. We want to know the entire, how is this going to turn out? But in
Mhm.
that quote, it says, you don't have to see that first step. Just keep
Mhm.
moving.
Just
And,
keep
just
moving.
like Dr. Brown even says sometimes, just keep pressing, keep moving. And I always think about that, my day when things may seem complex or complicated at times. Keep moving. And that is the importance of consistency as well, which is good for our mental health. If you guys have any comments out there, go ahead and chime in. I would love to hear from you, Tea Time community, and let us know how you feel about different things. What's your thoughts on this particular topic about mental health? What's your thoughts about maybe not seeing the entire picture, maybe not seeing the entire staircase, but just taking the first step forward to move forward in something that you want to do, something you want to improve, something that you're looking to move in the right direction. Because, see, when you're taking that step forward, you're moving in the right direction, even though you're not seeing the completed work. And
Mhm.
so you're moving, and that keeps your mind in a good space because
Yes.
you're moving forward. I see a comment coming in. Go ahead and share. Something I say to myself is, slow progress is better than no progress. Absolutely.
Oh, that's
That
worth it.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
the
good.
type of view, mindset, and perspective to
Mhm.
take. Thank you so
Mhm.
much for living in faith every day, for sharing that. Sometimes we can kind of hard on ourselves because, oh, I didn't get here. It's this time. Oh, I missed the mark or the time that I had. And even when we miss it, show yourself some grace, move forward in
Yeah.
gratitude of being thankful, and keep moving forward. and it'll all just come together with even a slow pace. Sometimes we have to just slow down. So thank you so much for sharing that. You
Yeah.
guys go ahead.
Yeah.
Did you want to add something, Carmela?
Well, I was just saying this is encouraging. This is encouraging to all of us, especially during this, what you're sharing, because to me, it's a part of reset. That quote, you may not see the whole thing, you may not see the end result, but at least you're taking the initiative to do it. You're taking the initiative to do it. You're building your confidence to do it, and that's good. When you're giving yourself a break, at least I'm making the step towards doing it. That's positivity right there and of itself. So I like that. I like that a lot because it builds yourself up and your confidence to start again.
That's very good. So, those who are joining us on Tea Time, we are talking about just how we can maintain good mental health and the things that we can do ourselves to navigate through that. All right, I see Charlisa. She has a comment. All right. Thank you so much for Charlisa for sharing that. I see Patrick has chimed in as well. You can go ahead, Carmela.
Okay, Patrick is saying change your questions. Instead of asking how are you, try asking what did you do today that made you feel good, proud, or happy. That's really good. Change what shift our
That's good.
questions. I
That's
like
very
that.
good. Yeah, and a shift in questions can make all the difference.
Mm-hmm.
It can make all the difference in your perspective. So again, we are talking about this has been great. Tea time audience, continue to chime in. Just want to share a few more things with you all this afternoon as well regarding maintaining and keeping, just our good mental health. So this is mental health awareness. We just want to share a few things to just strengthen our community. And so another thing that we want to talk about that I thought about was just showing just being mindful of those in your life, showing love to others, you know have quality time. I'm big on quality time. That's my top thing. Quality time, investing in relationships, and relationships matter. I'm going to say that again. Relationships matter. So I need to sometimes maybe invest in, other than picking, texting someone, just to hear their voice, having a conversation. That is very important. And I found it to be very helpful for me, Carmela, with having good, maintaining good mental health is being able to share with somebody, being able to talk to somebody, spending time with someone that I love dearly. Maybe we haven't been able to spend time because things are so compact. And sometimes we can plan things, make a plan, even make a plan to make a phone call. We have videos on these phones and things. Call and see someone's face. I love the texting, and it's good for its purpose. But I like to hear a voice. I like to
Mhm.
actually sit down. One of my things is cafe and sit down and let's talk. I want to see your face. I want to show you that. And then when I'm doing that, what am I doing? Putting my phone away so I can give my attention to my loved one. What do you think about that, Carmela?
Yeah, the part that well, I'll start from the back and come in, and like you said, put your phone down, do some get that time in. It's showing that it's more engaging and more sharing than just the regular text messages, like you said. But that part of it is you never know how someone is because you're not gauging, you're not able to really gauge from them at a distance. So it's nice to be able to have that one-on-one or just that hello, hey, how you doing? And as that opens up, you're able to encourage someone because you had an opportunity to find out maybe that person needs some encouragement for that day.
Yeah.
In
So
real,
yeah,
realness.
yeah, you're right. And I agree with you that the engaging part and being intentional about engaging,
Mm-hmm.
being intentional, being mindful. Oh, let me give a phone a check in, a check in through a voice, or let them know if they're not even available. I just want to check in on you. Even that helps to know that somebody's checking in, and it's good for both individuals. So we have to be intentional about
Yeah.
how we are in our relationships with each other. Making that time to make the connection, making that time also for community. Community is important. Togetherness is important because we build strength. That's why we have tea time. Tea time is where we pause, reset, and build resilience. and we're pausing, we're resetting and building resilience as a community. That's what tea time is all about. That's why we're here. That's why the Renewal Center has tea time, because we're building these things with the community. We grow from one another. This helps us to maintain, or helps us to navigate those moments. We may not know what other people are dealing with, but we provide tea time, a platform where we can build strength and build resilience and take time to pause and share some principles and practices that will help you to navigate. And so we're just, up about that. So I see a comment that came in. All right. Our executive director, yes, pause, reset, and build resilience. Go ahead, you guys, and hashtag that. Pause, reset, and build resilience. And after you hashtag that, I want to ask you a question. If you can rate yourself from, maybe not rate yourself, but just think about,
Mhm.
how are we intentionally connecting with one another? I think this is important, but it's missed as time goes on and life becomes more strained and life becomes different, and we navigate through different things. How are we being intentional about our relationships? How are we being intentional about being connected to community? Because all of this impacts our mental well-being as well. So I just wanted you to see that. I'll go ahead and hashtag that. All right, I see living in faith every day. Thank you so much. Pause, reset, build
Right.
resilience. Absolutely. And that is what tea time is all about. And so I'm gonna just share a few more things. Just to just then I'll go back over everything at towards the end. After we're being intentional about showing love to someone in our life, being intentional about community, and then just even having the opportunity, sometimes we just need to add something new, add a new pleasure, add a new activity. We say this in tea time a lot,
Mhm.
doing something new. And if those who have heard this, have you started your new thing? Have you started something new that you've never done before? You know, that could be what, taking on a nice walk, or just taking on a new cooking a new recipe, taking a trip, maybe a self-care thing for yourself that you may add it to your regimen, that you may add to your life. What have you done? Go ahead, tea time, and go ahead and share that with us, and be able to take down and thought and reflect on, what do I want to start new, or have I started something new, and how am I enjoying it? With it being in the summertime and the weather is so beautiful out, you're able to take those walks, able to see nature, able to take on a new skill, take on something that's creative, that you may have something that you've never done before. And I want to say, even when we are taking on something that we've never done before, I just want to read this quote really quick. And it says, anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Albert Einstein. Trying
Mhm.
something new outside of our comfort zone, to make room for fun, laughter, you
Mhm.
know, adventure, having some fun. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to smile. It's okay that everything doesn't have to be serious all the time.
That's right.
Have some fun. Have a
Right.
cup of tea, coffee, Carmela. Watch a funny movie or something, or do something that make you laugh, and it's okay. And those types of things, they release some types of things in our body when we're having fun and we're laughing, that help to keep us in a good, healthy mental state of mind. Did you want to add something, Carmela?
Well, I mean, I love what we're talking about here. I mean, laughing and giving ourselves something new. And one of the things that you quoted about Albert Einstein is starting something new. I mean, people who make, what did you say about mistakes?
Yeah,
Uh,
anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new.
right. And trying new things open our awareness, open ourselves to growing, and you never know until you try something new. I was, recently, one of my older cousins, we've been chatting back and forth, and she doesn't live where I live, but we were starting to reconnect, and I'm learning. So she's learning a lot of new things that I do, and I'm able to share some of the things that I'm doing and learning some of the things that she's learning. I mean, some things I never knew about. And so when you start and open up and engage in new things and learn new things, it just really stretches you, and it brings positivity into your life, the newer things that are good. So
Yes, it does. It absolutely does. It's absolutely, wonderful to make that connection. Like you said, your cousin, she doesn't live in the same place, but you know, you're able to
mhm,
stay connected and do something, you never done before.
right.
Even with reaching out, even maybe planning an activity with your family or friend, would be something that would be nice to do, spending time as well. Also, for some, and I'm just going to say this because everybody's not a pet lover, but I do find comfort in pets. I find comfort in dogs. I love dogs.
I
I
have
love dogs.
yeah,
I do. And I
pet
just
love.
have a special place for all of them. But just having a pet, sometimes when I had a bird, when that was, oh
Mhm.
my gosh, that was just the life. And I tell you, when I would wake up, it gave me that because she would talk. She was an African gray parakeet, and she would talk before you would wake up, and you would hear her repeating what was that whatever was said through the day because they repeat. And so and even in that experience, it brought a good place. I
Yeah.
remember those good times. And sometimes a good mental health is remembering good things as well. It's
Mhm.
okay to reflect on the past and the memory and the fun things you have, like when we get with your family and friends and we're laughing and you like remember when we shared these moments. It's okay to remember those good things as well. And so, even as we're coming to a conclusion of our tea time this afternoon, I just want to share with you that again, this is Mental Health Awareness Month, and that we are, we're not mental health professionals, but we're just sharing some things with you as a community and with ourselves that will be better, that we can be mindful and be able to move forward in a good, in a good mindset. And I hope that this was encouraging for you today. Even sometimes, and I'm going to just challenge you today, everyone, if we can send a thank you note to somebody.
Mhm. Mhm.
I mean, I know we have texts, so sometimes the note might not get through that way. If you can send it through an email or a text or even a phone call,
Mhm.
just to say thank you.
Mhm.
You never know how that will affect somebody's day. You never
Yeah.
know what they're currently facing at that moment that they may not have shared. And being able to say, I'm so thankful for you, or I'm thankful to you for, that the people in your life that you're thankful for. And so this is a great opportunity, and I'm going to challenge you, Tea Time community, today to send out a thank you note to someone today. And if you
Mhm.
want to mail it to them, you can send it out today and they'll get it in the mail and they'll be surprised. It's so many ways to communicate and get across a positive message. If you want to use your iPhone or your phone to do a video call and just say, I wanted to see your face. I just want to thank you. I thank you for our relationship, our friendship, whatever it may be, taking a moment to thank someone. And so I'm going to go ahead. I see some comments have come in. You can go ahead and take it, Carmela.
Charlisa says, yes, laughter is necessary for me. Yes, we all can glean from that. Thank you, Charlisa.
All right. Next comment.
You want me to do that too?
Sure.
Okay, living in faith every day. For my birthday this year, I told my family I am 54 and ready to explore. I've been trying new things ever since, pushing myself out of my comfort zones in every areas of my life. Super proud of me. Oh, we're
All
proud of
right,
you too.
congratulations. Yes. And we are with you. We are with you on
Yes.
that this afternoon. And so, as we have talked about a couple of things with mental health, how are you starting your day? taking time to be thankful, maybe, journaling 2 or 3 things. If you had a trying day, just journal some things that may help you, having adequate amount of rest and sleep. And I want to add to that also, having better eating habits as well. It does affect us. Taking time to laugh, have some fun. Not everything is always so serious. Have a good time with your
Right.
family, have a good time with your friends, co-workers, taking a moment to laugh, taking a moment to smile. And remember, being intentional also about how we have engaged one another in our relationships in our community, being intentional about checking in on one another, and also taking on what something new, a new activity, something you never done before. Go ahead and take that on, and that will be something great for you. And then we just want to continue to just challenge each other, just a tea time community, to send a thank you note to someone who has impacted your life, someone who you just want to thank or just get in touch with, just being intentional about that. And I just want to read a quote by Henry David, and it says, what lies before us and what lies behind us are small matters compared to what lies within us. And
Yes.
when you bring what is within out into the world, miracles happen. And I'm going to read that again. This is a quote by Henry David. What lies before us and what lies behind us are small matters compared to what lies within us. And when you bring what is within you out into the world, miracles happen.
Mhm.
And I just wanted to share that with you all this afternoon. Miracles happen when you allow things from within you, those wonderful things to come out. And we are
Mhm.
all needed. We are all a part of a community. And so we're going to do a few announcements. But before we do our announcements, I would like to ask a question to our Tea Time community. I'm looking for your engagement with this, and I want to ask you, how has tea time impacted you? I want you to share 1 thing or 2 things that you have gained from Tea Time Tuesdays. What have you gained from being a part of this community? How has it impacted or changed your life? Have you been able? Have you seen growth? Have you seen a positive, more positive attitude, or have you been in a place where resilience was, has been continually being built? Go ahead, tea timers. I'm looking forward to your engagement for our tea time community. And even those who are first time viewers, we just want to thank you all for joining and hope that you will come back to
Yeah.
our tea time. And those who are part of our tea time community, I would like you just to share, what have you gained and how has tea time helped you? We would love to know how tea time has helped you, how it has
Yeah.
impacted you. Um, are you better because of tea time? Do you enjoy it? You can go ahead and share, looking for engagement from our tea time community. I'll just say this, for me, tea time, even though, we lead the tea time, it has been as stable for me. And when I have faced different things that have happened, or different things that may have occurred, I'm able to go back and I'm able to look at a tea time on YouTube, and I'm able to be encouraged.
Hmm.
And that's what it's all about. I see comment coming in, conversation, being edified from the comments from the community. Thank you so much for sharing that, Dr. Paul Brown, who is a part of our Tea Time community. We're so thankful for you, and what you shared and what you've added to our Tea Time community with your comments as well. So we thank you so much. Anyone else out there? I know there's more comments that's going to come in. I want to give you a moment to share before we go into our announcements, and give you a moment to share how tea time has impacted you. Carmela, did you want to add anything?
And Tea Time Tuesday has made a difference. Like you said, even though we lead Tea Time, we're still gleaning from each other and, what the other brings to all of the different renewal practices. I have 2 journals loaded with Tea Time Tuesday practices. And like you said, sometimes you may go to the video, you might go to back to the journal. but it has helped significantly, even in my own personal life, to gauge through stopping, through pausing, through resetting. And everyone brings such a fresh perspective, their own perspective. And so we're able to glean from our team as well as our community.
All
That's the
right.
that's the great part of it. We're all in this together. So
That's
I
right.
look forward to Tuesdays.
Yes, absolutely. I see a comment that's coming in. I appreciate the peace and positivity tea time brings to my week. It also gives me the weekly challenge to make sure I am taking care of myself. I also enjoy the fellowship. Oh, thank you so much, Renita, for that. We appreciate you and all of your comments and everything that you've added to the community as well. We appreciate you. Our executive director says the community we have, the content presented, and the authenticity shared. Thank you so much, Patrick. We
Yes.
appreciate you and the visionary. This is the vision that was given to Patrick to have tea
Yes.
time, and we just want to be thankful. We thank you this afternoon for just moving forward and taking that step to move forward to have this platform be available to us. So much thanks to you, Patrick. All right, you can take the next comment.
Okay, Charlisa, she's saying Tea Time Tuesday has created intentionality to pause with purpose for me.
Thank
Mm,
you so much, Charlisa. Thank you. We thank you, Charlisa, too, for adding to Tea Time all your comments, all the joy that everyone brings, everybody that comments and shares. We thank you for your transparency. We thank you for sharing. All right, looks like Chanel has a comment.
all right, Chanel. It has given me the opportunity to think, build character, and gain confidence. A safe place for reflection. Thank you,
All
Chanel.
right. Yes. All right. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
sharing, Chanel. Thank you for being a part of a Tea Times community. Thank you all for taking time out of your day. And I just want to add, as you continue to have those comments come in, if Tea Time has been of any, been of a great, add to your life, we invite you to be able to join us in this spring giving challenge as well. If to be able the opportunity to be able to sow, as we know that the Renewal Center is a place of hospitality. It is a nonprofit organization, and this is the opportunity that we're able to have platforms such as this and our also other community things that we do as well in the Concord and Charlotte and beyond area. So this is the opportunity for you to be able to give. We have several ways that you can give here in our giving challenges. So we challenge you this afternoon. If you would like to give and sow into Tea Time, and you're a part of this community and it has been of any great effect to you, we give you the opportunity to be able to sow with our various ways of giving. Also, make sure that you have the mobile app downloaded as well so that you can stay up to date on all information, all announcements, and everything that we're doing, and stay up to date on current events and things that we're having at the Renewal Center. So we invite you to give again and given this giving challenge this year. So we just want to invite you to do that. And so I'll go ahead. Uh, and go ahead, Carmela, if did you have anything that you want to add or say before we close out?
Well, this has just been awesome. And I'm excited about the fact that the Renewal Center is still on board with really putting out some great content to encourage. I'm thankful today, Hope, that you have brought more awareness and all of these things. I mean, we should feel positive today after we leaving off of tea time today. You guys put some hearts and some likes out there because we've just had
Yes,
a wonderful Tea Time Tuesday. I
yes,
know I am energized and I am charged and I
yes.
feel great. I feel great within. Thank you, Hope, for really putting this together for us today. I feel
You're
gratitude.
absolutely
I love that
yes,
word.
yes. Gratitude, absolutely.
Yeah.
And remember, Tea Time community. Go ahead and send that thank you letter out. It can be more than one person.
Mhm.
Um, I see some hearts coming in. All right. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Thank you, Living in Faith every day. All right. Please stop by and visit the Renewal Center soon. Renewal Center is a place of hospitality. It's a place where
That's
you can
right.
come and have a cup of coffee, have a cup of tea, have a conversation. That's what community is all about. Coming together. If you're in the area of Concord, Charlotte, or you're going through the area, we invite you to stop by the Renewal Center so you can experience the hospitality and the love and community that's provided with the Renewal Center. So we thank all of you. And so we're going to go ahead and close out this afternoon. You can stay tuned to a few announcements that we have. We thank you all for sharing. And today, we just want to thank all of you. Thank you for
Thank
giving to the Renewal Center. Thank you for your time of just sharing and being a part of this community where we pause,
you.
reset, and build resilience. We'll see you all next week. I think another comedy's come in. All right. Thank you for another great. You are welcome. Absolutely. And we thank you all for being a part of the Renewal Center. Remember that I am renewal, right? I am renewal, and what we're taking care of one another. You guys have an awesome day until we see you again for our next tea time. Have a great afternoon.